Hello friends, this video is going to be on finding the interest paid on a mortgage. So this is a mortgage because we're purchasing a house. The down payment is 10% of $235,900. So we're going to put $235,900 in our calculator. We're going to multiply it by 10%. We're going to get $23,590 $23,590 and 0 cents. The directions tell us that whenever we use the percent key that we're going to start a new line. We're not going to continue on. So let's put the amount financed is the price of the house, which is $235,900 minus $23,590. $23,590. That gives us $202,310.00. When we divide that by 1,000, it's just like moving the decimal over, so it'd be 212.31. 212.31. Now, if you don't trust yourself to do that, then you would just take this number and divide it by 1,000. But that gives us 212.31. Then we're going to grab the table. Please make sure you're on the table on the housing page. And it tells us we're looking for 8% for 30 years. 8% for 30 years. There's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It looks like 7.34. So again, we go to 8%. We count over to 30. And what was it? 8%. 30 is 7.34. So we're going to type 7.34 here. And then we're going to grab our calculator. And again, we're going to start fresh. So we're going to take 7.34. And we're going to multiply it by this $212.31. $212.31. And that is going to get us $1,558.36. So this person is making a house payment of $1,555.36 for every month of every year of this loan. How many months are in a year? There are 12 of them. 12 months in a year. How many years is this mortgage? There are 30 of them. And when we take 30 times 12, we get 360. Again, if you don't trust yourself on that, take 12 times 30, and you're going to get 360. So we're going to make 360 payments in the amount of $1,558.36. So we're going to take 360 payments, and we're going to multiply it by 1558.36. 1558.36. And that is going to get us $561,009. Now that is a very, very large sum of money, but it is accurate. I mistyped. That should be 60. So 561,009.60. So if you'll notice, that's even way more money than the house. But think about it this way. You borrowed $200,000 and you paid them back in 30 years' time. So you lived in the house and you had their money for a very long time. At any rate, we're now going to take this amount of money and we're going to subtract what we borrowed. And we financed this number. A lot of people try to go back up into the question. Go into where it says the amount financed. So it is the maturity value minus the amount financed. So we're going to say minus $212,310. And you paid in interest $348,699.60. And that is the correct answer, and that is the way we go about doing that. Let's do one more. But you are very, very confident in ability to do this. You have it. Mike Schwartz is going to purchase a home for $145,600 and make a 15% down payment. So we're buying a home, so that makes this called a mortgage. We're going to take the price of the home, which is $145,600, and we're going to multiply it by 15%. So we're going to pay up front in cash, or more likely with a cashier's check, a check for $21,840.00. We then have to borrow the rest of the money. So the price of the home is $145,600. We have already paid $21,840. So we have to borrow $123,771.00. So 123,771.00. If you divide that by 1,000, it's just like moving the decimal place to where the comma is. So it'd be 123.77. If you don't trust yourself to do that, go divided by 1,000, and you're going to get 123.77. So right here, you're going to have 123.77. All right, now you're going to go to the table, and in the table, you're going to look up 7.5% for 25 years. So 7.5, 25, 7.5, 10, 7.5, 15, 7.5, 20, 7.5, 25 is 7.39. So we are going to put wherever this problem went, 7.39, 7.39. The monthly payment will be, so now we want the monthly payment, so we're going to grab our calculator, and we're going to put 7.39 on our calculator. And we're going to go times 123.77. You don't want to carry the question down. You want to start brand new line, because you don't want anything folding over from the previous answer. So the monthly payment will be $914.66. How many months are in a year? There are 12 months in a year. How many years is this mortgage going to be? The mortgage is going to be 25 years. So if you take 12 times 25, and again, if you don't trust yourself to do that in your head, that is absolutely fine. Do it on your calculator. That's why we have them. 12 times 25 is 300. So you're going to make 300 payments in the amount of $914.66. So if you take $914.66 and you do that 300 times, your maturity value, or what you will have paid back, is $274,398.00, which is more than the house cost, which is more than the money you borrowed, but it's interest. You took 25 years to pay them. So $274,398 is what you have repaid. What did you borrow? You borrowed this amount of money. You borrowed $123,771. So you borrowed $123,771. And we hit enter. And we have $150,627.00. And that is how you find the interest on a mortgage. It's the exact same way you found the interest on everything else we've purchased this semester. Let's see if we got them right. They were at the very end of this assignment. Yes, and oh, dang it. Okay, so this one was correct. Now I wonder if this is me or the key. So, 1,456 minus 21,840. Oh, it was me. It was not the key. 123,760. Let's see if that's what I had in the key. All right, let's see if I did this. Whoa, it was this one. Was it this one? All right, now I don't know what it was that I missed. It was this one. So 145,600 times 21, no, minus 21,840, 123,760. Oh, this is the wrong assignment. Is this the wrong assignment? 7G1. Yes, I opened the wrong assignment here. Dang it. Okay, well, we're going to assume that the mistake was mine. 7G1. You don't have to hang around for this, folks. You could move on down the road. I talked my way through it correctly. I might have calculated the wrong numbers. Yep, right there, 123,760. So what? So this is correct. Okay, so divide by 1,000 is 1, 2, 3. Yep, and then we're going to take that number, find that number, multiply those. Yep. So this is the key, and it is correct. It is I typed something in my calculator incorrectly when I did the other problem. But the video is correct in how to do the assignment. All right, we're going to call it. Have a great day. If you have any questions, email me or ask me in class.